nigga kill over a bitch, but let a rat keep his wife.
Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. I'm just trying to beat the odds and you can help me. You, why wouldn't you want to help me? Appreciate you. Y'all thought they was done? Oh, nah. Diddy got 30 years worth of people coming out. 30 years worth. Let's get into this.
Pages of the newest Diddy lawsuit, and by far this is the most disturbing thing I've ever read. This is the point where I usually tell you to grab a cocktail, but this time I'm asking you to grab some tissue and definitely your earphones. Ashley Parham is the newest plaintiff to file suit against Diddy, but she also is suing a few others. She's also suing Christina Coram, here she is, Shane Pierce, and 3 John Does and 1 Jane Doe. And for those who don't know, John Doe and Jane Doe is a fictitious name that is used when the person's real name is unknown or being concealed.
We getting tired of all this John Doe and Jane Doe. We don't like them.
What we do know about these people is that Christina is an employee of Diddy. She's also known as his right-hand woman. And Shane, unfortunately, is someone that Ashley considered to be a friend. Back in February of 2018, Shane and Ashley met. He actually came to her rescue as she was getting into an altercation with another man at a bar. After the whole ordeal, a bunch of people are standing outside the bar talking, and then Shane decides to FaceTime Diddy, kind of showing everyone, look who my friend is, I'm important. Ashley kind of makes a face and is completely unimpressed and makes a statement on how she believes that Diddy has something to do with Tupac's death. Diddy, who's still on FaceTime, overheard the comment that Ashley made and told her she would pay for saying that. So after this whole ordeal at the bar, Shane and Ashley become friends and they keep in touch. March 2018 rolls around and Shane calls Ashley and asks her to come over to help him take his cancer medication. He said he was too weak to open the bottles. Little did Ashley know this is actually a setup and potentially about to be one of the worst days of her life. After she arrives, they make small talk. He tells her how he just got this new car and he wants to give her a spin. Now we know hindsight is 20/20, but this is a sign. How you too weak to open medicine, but you well enough to drive? Nonetheless, they head for a little spin in his car and head back onto the house. Once back inside his apartment, she notices that he leaves the door slightly open, so she mentions it to him and he says, oh, the door's been tripping. I told maintenance about it. They should be fixing it soon. About 10 minutes later, guess who comes right on in? You guessed it, Diddy. Oh, but he doesn't come alone. He's there with Christina and also his bodyguard. The bodyguard is named as John Doe number 1. Also, Jane Doe is there, another woman who she does not know, but she describes her to be in her 30s with blonde hair. And John Doe number 2 and 3 are there, who's supposedly a friend of Diddy and Shane's and also Diddy's driver. According to the lawsuit, John Doe number 3, the driver never came inside. He stayed in the car. Ashley states that Diddy immediately started to antagonize her about the comments she made about Tupac. He started walking towards her with the knife, held it up to the right side of her face, and said that he should give her a Glasgow smile. If you don't know what that is, it usually is when the victim gets a cut on each side of their mouth all the way to their ears. Then Christina urged Diddy to stop, suggesting that it wouldn't be a good idea. They could just sell her to one of their clients. Then Christina went on to threaten Ashley and said she would ship her off to anywhere in the world and she would never see her family again. Diddy and Shane then proceeded to strip Ashley of all her clothing. They pulled a bottle out of a bag and started pouring that liquid all over her. She was in fear at first, thinking that it was some kind of chemical, but then she soon realized that it was baby oil. Then Diddy instructed Christina to insert what looked like a syringe up Ashley's vag. Then something went wrong. Whatever was a part of their plan with this syringe, Christina wasn't doing it right, so Diddy started inserting it himself. Christina and Jane Doe decide to leave, and so now Ashley is alone with Diddy, Shane, John Doe number 1 and 2. Next, Diddy picks up a television remote that's nearby and starts violently inserting it into Ashley. Ashley is hysterically crying and screaming, and Diddy instructs Shane to flip her over on her stomach because he doesn't want to see or hear none of that. Diddy then instructed Shane to put a pillow over her head to muffle some of the screams, and then Shane proceeded to R-word her anally. After Shane, then Diddy, John Doe number 1, and John Doe number 2 all took turns doing the same. She also stated that before John Doe started, he doused her with more oil and then jumped on her back as if she was a slip and slide, which knocked the wind out of her because he was a large person. She also stated that while John Doe number 1 was doing this to her, that Diddy was sitting in a chair in the room masturbating and filming. During this whole ordeal, John Doe's phone falls near the bed. She tries to reach for it but can't grab it, and she says Diddy starts laughing and says he owns her now. She stated that by the time it was over, she could not move and she had no control over her bodily functions. At some point, Christina comes back into the room and starts giving Ashley an IV. I think that this is a good spot to end this video. I don't want it to get too long, and we're not even halfway through the lawsuit. So let me know what you think thus far in the comments, and I'll see you next.
This how you know this right here is not a lie. Because she could have just left it at we was partying and he took advantage of me. Or I drunk this and he took advantage of me. She threw Tupac in the mix. She said something because a dude tried to impress her and she wasn't going. Like, yeah, that ain't impressing me. But in fact, she still gave the nigga the number. But that didn't impress her. And I could see a female saying something like that because she not impressed, because that's what females do. And you think of Diddy and his power. Like, oh, I'm going to get my get back for that. Who was that who said that? And the part of what he said he would do to her face. Y'all remember? What was Diddy for Halloween, last Halloween? He was the Joker. Think about that. See? So yeah, her choice of words. And the dude, who was that who jumped on her back like that? We getting tired of all the John Does and Jane Does. Y'all could come out and say their names now. You ain't gotta protect them. If you didn't protect, you said Diddy name, you said the lady name. Why not say their name if they was involved? That's the part I don't get with a lot of this. They obviously was in the wrong. Why are they being protected? Why not sue them? Are these John Doe and Jane Doe, are they alive? Like, I got a lot of questions behind this. But I do think she's telling some truth to it. I do think some is overreacted. But hey, she got to get her money and the remote. I don't know. But the part about him jacking off while watching, that sound like Diddy. But y'all leave a comment. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's still going to be more to come. It's a lot of people you just can't believe. Some you can. Can you believe the whole story? No. Of course, they're going to kick Diddy while he down and get some of this money because he going to settle out a lot of them. And they want their peace. He did what he did and he shouldn't have did it. I'll be back with another one if he did it.